Hey guys, it is me again and my bump. I am 32 weeks and 6 days pregnant. Yes, it is almost time. Okay, so for today's video, I wanted to talk about ugh, the dreaded grandparent subject. So, if you're like me, don't mind me. I gotta get comfortable here because the baby belly's bothering me. But if you're like me, then you're probably also dealing with grandparents. And my child's father, his mother, is really overbearing. Like, she's very pushy, and she doesn't seem like she gets the fact that I'm the one that's carrying the baby. Her favorite phrases to say are, "You're not the only one that's been pregnant ever," and, "You're not the only one that's been through this situation," and stuff like that. The thing is, I'm the only one that's having her first grandchild. I'm also the only one that's carrying this baby. And I'm also the person in question who is a first time mother. This is my first child ever. Probably my last at this point, because I'm not going to lie, pregnancy has not been very fun for me. But I do have the moments where I really enjoy it. Because, when he kicks, when I have my bonding moments with him, it's amazing, and I love that part. But then the girdle, the pelvic pain, the nauseousness, the pickiness, the emotional aspect, the crying, all that, not really fun. I don't like it. I'm not enjoying that part. But, the new life part is great. Anyways, so, see, with this situation, it's kind of like a difficult situation to kind of even grasp, because it's like you want them to be a part of the relationship with the child because these are their grandparents, but then you don't, because of the stuff that they say, because of disrespect, because of them not being able to understand that this is your baby, and they were already parents. They had their opportunity. I have a ton of pillows. Don't mind me. But they don't seem to understand that fact. They are just focused on how they feel and not really necessarily you. But at the end of the day, if you think about it, it's going to be your decision on daycares, your decision on doctors, your decision on whether or not the baby should get circumcised, whether or not the baby should get vaccinated, whether or not, you want the baby to be whatever denomination of religion. These are all decisions that it's really up to you. Because, you and your significant other, if you're still together with them, and you mainly if you're not. You could always involve the other person in it if you're not. It's really, really up to you. But at the end of the day, it's kind of going to be mom's choice. For me and my ex broke up a while ago. And with us breaking up, I've been pretty much, well, actually, I broke up with him. He never really actually had the balls to break up with me. He just disappeared several times throughout my pregnancy. So I've been pretty much by myself throughout this whole pregnancy. If you watch my video about the no contact rule, I go over the situation with my ex. So it's pretty much just been me. I have tried to involve him in picking out doctors and going to appointments, but he just doesn't do that. He doesn't go to them. And even with this situation, with his mom, actually, she's pretty much the reason why everything kind of took a turn for the worse and then went downhill. She told him that the baby probably was not his, and it kind of made me mad because at the time, me and my ex, we pretty much worked together. I know that's so bad, but I haven't been in a relationship in 2 years before then, and me and him pretty much just kind of I don't know, something happened. We just started dating, and this happened. And he was we literally saw each other almost every single day. He would always be at my apartment. I would see him at work. We see each other all the time, pretty much throughout our entire day. And she still decided to tell him oh, the baby's not yours, and you need to get a paternity test and this, that, and the other. and that's kind of pretty much ended our relationship, and everything went downhill. Now I understand why she said it, because she was one of those women who didn't know who the father of her child was. And I get that. It happens, like that's one of those situations where, like, I mean, it does happen. And it's not my place to judge or anyone's place to judge, but at the same time, it's no one's place to put your personal situations and project it onto someone else's, because then situations like what happened to me occur. You kind of destroy a relationship, even if it was unintentional, because you got someone to feed into something like that. But anyways, it's neither here nor there, because that was like months ago, and at this point, I'm already 8 months pregnant, or about 8 months pregnant, and that was like month 2, so that's like 5 months ago, and here we are. So I'm just dealing with the whole situation with me and my ex co-parenting, which, I mean, funny enough, this actually happens to quite a few women. There's a lot of women, like, in at least, okay, no, in all my pregnancy groups, somebody is dealing with this, or a few people are dealing with this. And like, that's how I decided on the topic, was because today, actually, we were talking about the monster-in-law, the mother-in-law, the overbearing, annoying mom of their significant others. And like, for me, I want to have a relationship with them, my ex's family, because they're his family. They're my baby's family. So he deserves to know both sides. And I've never been the type of person to take away something like that from anyone. Like, I don't like to even comment on stuff like that. I love to be unbiased when my friends try to talk to me about stuff like this, because at the end of the day, like, you don't really have a right to say no, because it's not really your life. It's the baby's life. You want the baby to know their family. You don't want the baby to grow up being like, oh, who's my grandma, or who's my father, or who is this person, who is that person. You want this baby to have everything that the baby deserves, and the baby deserves a family. And maybe sometimes the other side will decide to grow up and, like, be civil, but don't expect it. I never expect it. So even with this situation, after all the stuff that his mom has done to me, which she's threatened to beat me up, and this is pregnant, mind you. She said I should get an abortion at 5 months. When I was 5 months pregnant, she said, oh, I wish she was never pregnant, and all this other stuff. But then this is also the same person that wants to be in the delivery room when I'm having the baby, so I don't know exactly what's going on in there. But, what can I do? I can't change who my child's family is. I just got to deal with it. I got to adapt to the situation. And as a mom, I'm always going to protect my son no matter what. But at the same time, I'm also going to, like, do what I have to do and suck it up, even if I don't like it. Now, if it was to get to that point, which, believe it or not, there are some women who actually have to deal with this. For me right now, she's just talking. But, if it does get to those situations, then yes, I will say get someone to intervene and keep that hostility away, because your child should not grow up in an environment like that. And then if the person decides to, like, do better, get better, maybe. But temporarily, I would say, yeah, run far away. But with this situation, and amongst other women's situation, there's really not much you can do. I think it's really up to you to decide what kind of relationship you want to have, and whether or not you want to have those people in. Like, one thing I will say is delivery room. In that delivery room, you are queen. You decide who can be there, who cannot be there, and whether or not you want them in there, or how you want to plan it. It's part of your birth plan, and you legally can say no. You can say no to anyone. Like, if you don't want his mom there, his mom don't have to be there. If you don't want him there, he does not have to be there. Because at this point, your doctor is even going to say they need you to be as calm and stress-free as possible. They need you to be in a good environment where you can relax and have this baby, because it's a very, very, very important important part and time for you to deliver this baby safely, soundly, and where your life isn't at risk and the baby's life isn't at risk. And when you involve people who bring you into these stressful environments, that's gonna happen. So I would suggest, like, you know, making sure you have that birth plan and turn it in if you don't want them there. It's really up to you. It's your decision. And don't let them sucker you and make you feel like you have to let them in, because that's going to affect you when you deliver. Because even me, like, his mom wants to be there. And at first I did want her to be there, but part of me, like, especially after our last conversation about a shot, because I was just asking her, you know, if she can get a flu shot because my doctor recommended it, or a Tdap shot, my doctor recommended it, and I was just asking her if she can get it, you know, since she's going to be there, because it's healthy and safe for the baby, you know. And then here she goes getting upset because I asked her a question, and she's like, don't call me unless it's, you know, unless something's happening or the baby's coming. And I'm just like, well, you wanted to be at delivery, and if this is something that makes me comfortable, you know, I would think it would be okay for me to ask. But let's not go there. After that, I don't know, because I'm not trying to be around someone that can't even respect the fact that I'm just a concerned mom. I'm a new mom. You know, I just want everything to go right, and I want my baby to be okay. So, at the end of the day, for any of you moms going through the same thing, remember, it's your decision. And as far as stress, if this person can't respect that you're pregnant right now, and that you need to be in a position where you're calm and relaxed for this baby, so that the baby can be healthy, so that there won't be really too many issues with the baby, or at all, period, because who wants issues with their baby? Then just stop talking to them. I blocked her. I can't. I'll unblock her eventually, but for now, it's like, you know, I'm in my 3rd trimester. This is the last leg of the race, and if she wants to continue to be like that, then I can't do it. Not for my son, because that's too stressful. Maybe after, but we'll see. So that is my rant for the day. I just wanted to give you guys, you know, some options if you're going through the same thing, you know. And if you have gone through it and there's some things you've done, like some steps that you've taken that have made it better, feel free to share it. I would love that, mainly because, like, most moms, even in my group, we don't know what to do about that besides not involve them. Yeah, which is honestly on the top of most of our heads. It's like, come on, you know, you've had your chance to be a mom. It's my turn. So if you have any ideas, if you want to share it, feel free to share it. Me and the bump, thank you, and other bumps out there. Yeah, so thanks so much. And there you go. That's my belly. Just so you can see. Super pregnant. That's the belly. Okay, guys. Have a good day. Bye.